Hello there, my name is Brother Sean. I am an enclosed lay monastic Franciscan, the spiritual director and founder of the Teo community of interspiritual Franciscans. And this is the third video in a series of 4. And this video is really looking at sharing the dream for peace. And as you can see, I've dressed down for this. I feel a bit uncomfortable, really, wearing civvy clothes when I'm normally most comfortable in wearing my monastic habit, which is my uniform. But I feel it important to make some compromise, to meet with viewers halfway. That's not to say that I'm reneging on my own commitment to live a simple life in the footsteps of Francis of Assisi, an eco-spiritual warrior for peace, but to try and allay any uncomfortable feelings you may have about watching a monk talk to you, share with you ways of sharing this beautiful eco-sustainable dream for peace. But first, I would like to share with you a reflection from this wonderful book, this Sacred Earth, which really for me is like Mother Nature's Bible. It encompasses religion, nature, and the environment, and it empowers, or rather invites, all religious traditions to see in what way they could play an important part, as many have done throughout history. But here, there's a wonderful section by Henry David Thoreau called From Walking. And he says, I wish to speak a word for nature, for absolute freedom and wildness, as contrasted with the freedom and culture merely civil. To regard man as an inhabitant, or a part and parcel of nature rather than a member of society. He says, I wish to make an extreme statement. If so, I may make an emphatic one. For there are enough champions of civilization, the minister and the school committee, and every one of you will take care of that. The West of which he speaks is but another name for the wild. And what I have been preparing to say is this, that in wildness is the preservation of the world. Every tree sends its fibers forth in search of the wild. How true. The city's imported at any price. Men plough and sail for it. From the forest and wilderness come the tonics and barks which brace mankind. Our ancestors were savages. The story of Romulus and Remus being suckled by a wolf is not a meaningless fable, he says. The founders of every state which has risen to eminence have drawn their nourishment and vigour from a similar wild source. It was because the children of the empire were not suckled by the wolf that they were conquered and displaced by the children of the northern forests who were. He says, I believe in the forest and in the meadow, and in the night in which the corn grows. We require an infusion of hemlock, spruce or arbor vitae in our tea. And it goes on. So what has that got to do with sharing an eco-sustainable dream for peace? As we explained in video 1, we looked about dreaming the dream, and in video 2, we looked at how to live that dream. But in dreaming it, then living it, how do we share it? Well, as a monk, I share my dreams with my God in prayer. You can see behind me blue lights flashing. They're not a decoration, they're not an ornament. They're in the shape of a heart to symbolize the mystical heart of supreme love. And in the center of that heart, you'll see a white cloth with what looks like a host and a chalice and a grapevine. And behind that is a piece of consecrated bread, representing the risen cosmic Christ. It's one of two oratories in our house. This is a temporary one, so that when we go live each morning at 9 and 5 in the evening for prayer, and the times when I'm invited to be a guest speaker on our live stream vigil channel for peace, that goes live every night, it's a pleasant backdrop, don't you think? Or are you finding it threatening or too religious? I hope that you feel it more spiritual. Yes, the memorabilia looks very Catholic because I am a Catholic. I'm a Catholic Christian and I am proud of my roots. And though I was wounded by excessive religion in the 60s as a young nursing monk, now I come to a different place. I come to my God with Gaia, Mother Earth, with Francis of Assisi, with the Lord Buddha, Vishnu, Ganesh, Krishna, the great teachers of our world, Osho, Mia Baba, Sri Chinmoy, Francis, Jesus, the three great Teresas of Avila, Lisieux, Calcutta, Corrie ten Boom, Archbishop Romero, Martin Luther King. These were dreamers along with Hildegard of Bingen, whom I perceive as one of the greatest mystics we've had in relation to the earth, holism, and embracing contemplative living with a clearer understanding of how we can incorporate nature and respect her. Now, the vision, as you know, is an eco-sustainable lay monastic community for men and women of different faiths to come together following in the footsteps of the Therapeutae Essenes of Mount Sinai, originating 8,000 years ago, where the prophet Enoch gave them the Kabbalah, the tree of life. Francis has the same vision, but how do we share it? Well, I share it through prayer. But today, we're so blessed. We have social media. And recently I went on Facebook with the help of Brother Tom. I find it really exciting that you can share with others your pictures, your reflections, your poetry, network, nurture, spread the word. And also Twitter. I'm twitting and tweeting. Sometimes I don't know whether I need my corn. But you could help us. If you believe that this earth is a gift, a free gift, that needs to be loved, nurtured and respected, if you feel that you're on a journey but feel isolated and alone, then you can join us from your own home without leaving it. But our online community of men and women of different faiths also live in the real world, holding down jobs, nurses, teachers, carers, parents, working dads, foster carers, cleaners. The vision needs to be shared. It needs to be shared with the whole world. And we are walking in faith right now because we trust in a God of abundance. We are manifesting the vision. Yes, we found a place, very beautiful, sadly unloved, and has been neglected. It's on the market, was on the market for £1 million sterling. It's now been reduced to just under 600,000. A lot of money. But we've had the promise of 100,000 from a dear member of our community. So this sharing is more about allowing the dream to become a part of your dream, and allowing you to feel that if you're feeling isolated, vulnerable, unfulfilled, then maybe by becoming a part of the dream, You're not only dreaming it, but living it and now sharing it. Sharing it with your friends on Twitter, Facebook, with other light workers, with friends and neighbours. And they may want to become shareholders. And those shares will enable us to save and obviously go for it and create the ecopods, the earths, provide the services, the training, the retreats, holistic therapies, the arts, the crafts, the holistic remedies, healing oils, lotions and potions. Because you know, within our community we have such a diverse range of skills. And though the 7 of us who want to live in that community, 3 of whom are monastics, the other 4 really want to do sex, drug, rock and roll, forgive me, but they want to live with a family of like-minded friends, where they feel safe, where they feel loved, respected. But we're not going into this with our eyes closed. The vision is one of faith, it's one of trust. And I'm welcoming you to come and share this dream with others. Thank you for watching. Bless you. Namaste.